Alrighty, time to get going. Try to finish up some drawings. Got actually quite a bit left to do. Trying to figure out the best way to get around to doing it all. Let's see. Where did I have that? Let's see here. Projects. Probably be under. So the main thing that I'm trying to finish up on this is the structural drawings, which we originally thought we had an engineer doing the drawings, um, but the contractor decided no. So now I'm basically trying to adapt what the engineer did to code so that we can get that going. Those of you who are joining us, appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments. I'm happy to answer them or chat, whichever. Oh yeah, that was one thing I discovered last night is that apparently the dimension settings have been wrong this entire time while I've been designing this project. So now all of my dimensions are incorrect. So I got to go through and fix that. And that's a little frustrating to discover this late in the game, but hey, that's what it is. Nice. Oops. That didn't work out the way I hoped it would. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to change that, huh? Need to update this. Edit. Detail section. I originally set this up. Detail in the name, but then I realized that the name was too long when I did that, so I shortened them all to DTL. Still not working. What's up with that? Filters. Okay, so why is it not working here? Sections, right? Sections. And it should be called, I believe type contains DTL, not contain DTL. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong freaking. Wait, go. Uh, they still didn't disappear. Okay. Hardest part of getting momentum back on a project is remembering how you got things set up. It should go away now. There we go. There we go. Now they're showing up. Okay. So there's a few things that we need to do here. I'm gonna have to update that as well. What's up, Mr. Emmanuel? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Did I not save this from before Blue Quarter Inch? Ah, did none of this get saved? You know what? Maybe it's for the best that I just leave it to rounding. I decide when I have to finish the exterior of this house on this side where the concrete is. Whoa, why is it like this? Interesting. But in order to get, I've got to have insulation. If I want to finish this, it's got to have insulation. It is wooded, so there's not going to be a ton of sun on that side. On the south, there is, though. This is all going to have insulation on it, though, so I'm not too worried about that. This is all insulated. There's a house here blocking the sun on this side. But this right here is really going to need to have insulation on it. And I haven't really thought about that um, up until this point. It's not a huge deal. Let's think about this. In the summer, the warm side is going to be on the outside, and that's where the condensation is going to form. So we're going to have to waterproof that side. Yeah, this is going to get a little weird. Yeah, I'm, I guess, multitasking. Gotta, um, Man, if I'm not welcome, then no one is. I've got to do it. Anyway, I got to figure out how this transition happens. And I think it's going to look something like this. And I think that this corner here, the stucco is going to come out and down, and it might also turn that corner. Did I put this right against the wall? I did. And I don't think I put an insulation on that. Oh, this project is all over the place. Okay, and that's a problem. Let's see here. Yeah, apply that filter. Tail section. Let's add that. Come on now. Turn that off there. Go. Really gonna bother me. What to do there? No, that I'm not going to make. Let's see here. Stucco on concrete wall. Interior or exterior? Engagement handbook. That sounds like a good website. Could do interior insulation instead of exterior insulation. That would be one option. There's some 16th inch dimensions. I'm going to go all the way to there. There's in a few dimensions. I guess from changing the wall type. They said it on this side though. Ooh, that was a bit of a thunder lightning flash. Still, oh, this is not aligned. Shouldn't this be aligned? Should be aligned. Yes, that feels better. Not sure why it was misaligned. Now worry about what the first floor looks like. That wall's jacked up too. How did that happen? What's going on here? Dimension looks better. That's what it should be. Let's see here. That's still okay. What about second floor? Second floor is okay. It's not great. Microphone pick that up. Wonder how long before coach cancels practice. 1 second. All right. What to do? What to do? Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we just finished the drawings and then detailed it on site. A little bit of design build, that's fine. So I'm not going to worry too much about the detail of the installation. Hey, puppy, you okay? Uh oh, they're going somewhere. Oh no. Hey Adam, your soccer ball's in the utility room where you left it, sitting on the floor. Amazing. Kid wants to play soccer but doesn't know where his uh, soccer ball is. Why is it to there? That's weird. Sure, we'll do that. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Yes, it's written on it. Oh, well, maybe between 11 and 12. Nothing like the family doing noisy things while you're trying to stream. Yeah, it does definitely seem more peaceful when I'm not streaming because I guess they realize that uh, it's not going to bother me if they're noisy, so they're not noisy. I need to clean this detail up. This has got to be fixed. This wall, it needs to go all the way through. Does this need to be a 6-inch wall all the way down, maybe? Maybe this wall needs to be 6 inches all the way down. 2 foot 8 from there to there. I don't think that's gonna mess it up. I think we still have clearance. Eek, it's only 3.5 inches. I think I need to make that 6 inches all the way down. Let's change this to core face interior. Let's make this interior 5.5 inch. Oops. All the things have to be unjoined. Wow. I don't know what I just did. The way Revit handles tabs absolutely drives me insane. Can't ever keep them in the order that they started in when I open them, and that's frustrating. I don't like that this is like this. My dimensions that far off on the floor plan? Why does it keep doing that? Stop it. There to there. There? These are all good dimensions. Why is my foundation off? Basement. Basement. Just dead on. From there to there. I'm confused. Something's not lining up right. It's not aligned. It looks like it's aligned. Okay, that's aligned. Or 5.5. What's going on here? For some reason, the dimension of the modeled objects is correct, but this dimension is not. Is this a line? It's not a line. Why is that? Why is this doing this to me? Uh-huh. It only looked like it was right. That dimension is in the 256 range so that I know that something is off. I intentionally set all of my dimensions to the 1/256 tolerance so that something like that jumps out at me and I don't have dimensional errors. That's why I've been staring at these same drawings for the last 15 minutes trying to figure out what's going on. And now that I know what happened, I've got it fixed. And The dimensions should be correct now. Let's see. Yep, there we go. That's accurate. So that is intentional. Because it drives me nuts when I am trying to document something and overall dimension is 1/8 of an inch off or a quarter of an inch off because of rounding errors. Because someone decided, hey, you know what? I can just use my arrow keys and nudge this around and get it close enough. When really all you have to do is select an object, select the dimension, type the exact number, and it moves exactly where you want it to go. Too many lazy people in my models. That's what that's a product of. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to make my dimensions round to the nearest 1/256 of an inch. Now I do have dimension types that round to quarter of an inch or eighth of an inch if it's something that's like on a slant or on a curve or something like that, so that I don't have to show that dimension if that's just what it ends up being. See, like this right here, this I believe is a product of I was designing this in a hurry and I never actually got these dimensions to really settle. If I recall correctly, we were that's interesting. We were designing from a floor plan that the client brought to us, and I was importing stuff, and I was just trying to get stuff back to them. And that's funny that we were in a hurry because this project's been going on for a year and a half. So we've been trying to get it wrapped up here in the last couple months because the client's been off and on again about whether or not they're ready to move forward. So this whole porch area looks like it needs to be tweaked because things have changed since the last time it was touched. Like, supposed to be 2 feet? Really not. A lot of things going on here that I'm just not sure what exactly it is. Yeah. I think I can fix this without really messing up too much stuff here. Because I think this just needs to be 9 feet. And I think when I do that, it's not going to affect the floor plan that much, if at all. I do still need to. Oh man, this is going to hurt. There we go. Um, Ah. Why can't I grab the edge here? Ah. I'm gonna have to redo those sweeps. I bring this across. Nope. And that's not gonna work either. It might work out. Why is it not letting me select that? You can put it anywhere except right there. Weird. All right. That makes me feel a little better. Why is this transparent? Oh, I need to redo that one also. Actually, I don't need one there. I need that opening there. I kind of like how this sweep turns into the backstop for the bench. I hope they can make that. What do I use for my cornices and sweeps? This one is a sweep, and I'm using a profile that um, I don't know. I don't know where I got it. It's called OG Stucco Trim. So I think I found it like a long time ago. Um, this in place sweep, I believe. Did I make a custom? Oh man, is it not going to let me edit it? Okay, that's fine. Edit sweep, select profile. Okay, so this sweep is from a bank that I did like almost 18 years ago. So really, it was just a matter of finding a sweep that I thought looked okay, but it's an in-place sweep. And then I used, oh, sorry. I don't know that I have. I've got a gutter on here. Unless you're talking about the gable boxes, maybe? Yeah. It's an in-place model. It's not a great method of doing it, but it gets the job done. At one point, I had a family that I used that was pretty flexible, but I can't find it in my library anymore. So I just used this in place. What has happened to? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Walls, ceilings, floors, slab edges, roofs. Keep doing this. I don't know if that answered your question or not. Oh. But it is just a in-place family that's just extrusions. Easily modifiable. So I've changed this roof here, so I can just take this and everything okay in there. The hip cornices. Yeah, in place extrusion. That's all it is. Oh no. That's a wall with a built-in sweep. That's not supposed to be like that. There's so many small things in this project that is 1/8 also on this side. It should be from here. It should be 1/8. Is this not symmetrical? Please don't tell me this is not symmetrical. Now is not the time for me to find that out. I think there was something that was preventing it from being symmetrical too. There, which lines up with the edge of that wall. That's right, there are two walls on this side. Why are there two walls on that side? Jeez. There's that wall, and then there's that wall. Ah, that's what's going on. Anyway, I was working with the backyard of this project and made me feel really deficient in my ability to design on a steep terrain. I think we got it where the contractor wants it to be, but man, I wish I could do a little bit more with this. It's not an easy one. Okay. It's funny how finding one little thing always turns into something else. This is the edge of the wall. Go into this. Let's do that. Hello, puppy dog. What you doing? Come to see what's going on outside. Oh goodness! Oh, camera over. There you go. Sorry, I'm responding to people on a server here. An architectural design philosophy discussion about cruise ships and mixed use design. Well, hello, puppy dog. What's up, Big Iron? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. I think this is pretty close to done. There's a couple of details that I don't think I'm going to worry about right now. Like I think maybe the concrete needs to stop at the face of the stud here, and let the stucco kind of overlap that. I think that's what we're gonna do there. Dash lines on the foundation, actual footings and grade beams below, or just lines? A little bit of both, actually. In this case, these are the actual beams, or the oh my goodness, the footings around the edge of the perimeter of the slab. And I use Lineworks, the Lineworks tool with hidden lines to go and get where it hits. So that is when the floor is on, it still shows up using the Lineworks. I probably could have also used, let's see, under view, I could have used show hidden lines maybe. So if I do that, I feel like I've done that in the past, but I'm not entirely sure. It might not. Oh, show hidden lines. Here we go. Headlines. Floor. There's that. Yeah, maybe it'll work. Maybe I don't. Unsure. Okay, so I think one of the things that I think we're actually doing here um, is I think this is actually supposed to be flush. I don't think it's supposed to step down. We're gonna. Whoa. Let's do a half inch. Drop down right there. Oh boy. How do I want to show this? What are you doing? Yeah, nice. What? Can I help you? Stop. Stop that. You want to come say hi to everyone? Just being a big dirt. You gonna come up here? Whoa. You come say hi? Oof. Yeah, big old derp. Hey, puppy. She wants to play. Yeah, good luck to you on your drawings. What are you working on? Residential, commercial? So anyways, I said mixed because I did actually draw some lines up here where the model stops at the recess for the garage doors. So the because of the way that that works, it actually stops right there. So residential, nice. Hope yours is going better than mine. This project has been something of a journey. Oh, that's an in-place model. Wonder if I can put that sweep back in now. Water table first floor rim joist trim. Which one is it? It's the big boy trim. There we go. Oh, why can't I select this wall? Oh, because the wall doesn't go that far down. Why? Well, thank you. Yeah, it has its pros and cons. I don't know that if I was just starting out that I would use Revit and no slope lots there. Well, I mean, if you go out deep enough. Um, I don't know that I would use Revit if I was just starting out and didn't know Revit. But at the same time, I've been using it so long that it just made sense to me. It's like some people have said, "Oh, you should try ArchiCAD or Chief Architect or something like that." I've used those before, but everything was just so natural for me in Revit that it didn't make sense for me to invest the time and energy into um, relearning a new system. I'm gonna have to make this deck thicker in order for this to make sense. Although I kind of like the look of like the castellation of the exposed trusses. We can expose trusses, right? Those weather real well. Oh, come on. Yeah, Raul is taking on quite the task. Best of luck to you, sir. Oh, you can't look at it as messing up. You have to look at it as you're discovering where you weren't quite very careful earlier in the design. And that's kind of what I'm going through right now is, it started out, I'm supposed to be finishing up the structural drawings, but every time, um, did I have your website up? What? The, are you saying what I said? Oh, that's your website? Is that you change one little thing and it messes up so many other? Or that you're always discovering something that you didn't. Oh yeah, your website. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Chief architect. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the first part of my career was being the Revit evangelist for a bunch of companies, firms who were switching to Revit. So the thing was is that I did that because I was good at it and I was able to make money with it. Um, but it made people think that like I only knew how to use Revit. And actually, I was doing that so that I could get into doing more design and getting deeper into the practice of architecture. Because what I really wanted to do was design and be like a master architect. That's what my goal was. And so now that I'm not the Revit evangelist for anyone, it surprises people when I say, it really doesn't care what tool you use so long as it can get permitted and built. Someone was asking me the other day on another server, and they were a student and had a drafting uh, assignment to make a graphic scale. And we had to go through the whole process of, okay, do you know what a graphic scale is? And they didn't. They had not been told what a graphic scale was. So we had to go back. And this was the same day that somebody else was having an argument with someone that hand drafting has no place in the future of architecture. Like, well, okay, I guess none of that stuff that all your drafting and software is built on makes any difference whatsoever. Yeah, that is. I'm assuming you're using SketchUp Pro. Engineers always want DWGs, and I've never actually tried. Do engineers like using SketchUp at all? Like, if you send them a SketchUp file, will they even look at it? Yeah, interesting conversation on that server you're in. Oh wait, you talking about the one about hand drafting? That I wasn't even in that conversation. That was someone else telling me about that. Right now, the conversation's about whether or not cruise ships um, are a good precedence for mixed use design, which is, I guess, interesting. That could be interesting. Welcome, everyone. We got quite a few people watching now. How you doing, Haikai? Long time. Well, I guess long time is in like since the last time I streamed. Okay. So believe it or not, I think that this is like close enough to done. The only thing I need to do now is let's do the framing layouts. I have to do a takeoff for this project too. I got to figure out how this is going to be supported. This guy right here. I got to put a beam. Probably, I probably need to span it across there. Let's go to second floor working, and let's look at how this is going to work. Nice. First floor. Definitely don't need to pull this. The engineers are old school. They can't be that old school if they want DWGs. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an LVL across here. Except that's going to be an issue right there. Let's see if we do some framing. That's going to be an issue at the roof line. It'll be up right here. Yeah, that's no bueno. I guess maybe instead of at the second floor, I should put it at. Let's put it down at. Nope. 10-foot plate. And it needs to be bottom. Still think that's going to be an issue. Still going to stick out. That's enough where we can trim that. We can trim that. That'll work. AutoCAD's not old school, man. Come on. It's only 60 years old. Old school is the guy that I used to work with who used to hand draft all of the details for our drawings and made us scan them and put them in the set. So we would have JPEGs scanned in and put on the sheets in our Revit model. This is going to get interesting here because the floor is not at the plate height. Oh man. You know what? I kind of warned them of this stuff happening. Or the way that they wanted this laid out, and it was not heated. So I think we're going to put this in here and let the engineering process figure it out. Okay, that actually worked out okay. Where did that beam come out? Right there. Oh, it is right above the roof line there. That actually works out okay. So what's the distance on that? Second floor framing. What is that span? 17 feet. Not great. 14 is better. Actually, okay. We don't have to go all the way across here. I know lots of people who draw everything on one layer. And then they put the sheets in model space. What happened? There we go. Let's go there. That needs to go across. Does it? This is a chase wall. That doesn't need to go all the way across. That can come. Yeah. This is floor, though. Okay. That's unfortunate. We do need. Okay, that's close enough to where it can be figured out. That's less than a third, right? We can cantilever that right there from there to there. It's fine. I don't know that we'll actually need another truss right there. You show floor and roof framing layouts on my CDs only when I'm uh, told that I'm going to be paid to do it. It is something that I can do and I'm comfortable doing, but at the same time, most contractors just send that out to their lumber yards and have them do it there, which I'm fine with. Do I need to make? Do I have these? Oh, I've got these backwards. No, I don't have it backwards. That's what's going on. Okay. Framing plans. Framing. So yeah, I actually do need to do a roof framing layout for this project also, and I have not done that yet. So this is going to be framing plan. Why is it? There we go. Let's see here. Framing second floor, framing layout. 8. This is going to be oops. Helps to have the right sheet up when you're doing something like this. Not floors, walls. That's what I need. Walls. Halftone. Fine. Don't want that turned on. Idle. But I think I'm gonna have to delete that and bring it back on. For it to sit on top the way I want it to. Yes. Right. I want to step away for 1 second, but I will be right back. Alrighty. Kids are home from school now. Okay. I do need this to read just a little bit better for the floors below. What did I do for this one? Walls. Oh, that's what happened. We did the wrong. We need a copy of the first floor plan. First floor, duplicate. Let's crop that bad boy. Let me come down to here. I knew it wasn't quite looking right. Framing layout. Second floor framing base. Beside base. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and we're going to create framing plan base template from it. And let's turn view range off. I think everything else we're going to do that. And then we're going to apply this, apply that to this. There we go. Title, second floor framing comes right out on top of that. Where you at? Where you at alignment? There you go. That's what we want right there. That up there. Does that make sense story-wise? Okay. Wonder if I need to open that other project. So I've got that symbol somewhere else. I'm gonna have to unpack it. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. Where is that symbol? If I get this project done, one of my projects that I have coming up is I'm going to be redoing the layout of my stream, and I think I will stream me redoing the layout of my stream. If that makes sense. All right, so was this is an actual tag that I made. I wonder if it'll work. This is what my framing plan will look like when I'm done with it. Um, I might as well just leave this open because I'm going to be using everything in it. Load in the project. All right, let's see. tag, not that tag. What type of tag am I using again? Annotate direction. No. Is it a beam tag? Nope. What kind of tag was it? Annotate symbol area. Well, hot diggity. What kind of tag did I just bring over? Tag. Structural system. Structural beam systems. Okay. I'm in the wrong view. There we go. Oh, there we go. That line is awfully wimpy, isn't it? Like, maybe I need to hop over to object styles and see if that be structural system, structural beam system tag, structural framing tag, structural beam system tag. Why is it black? Like that in the family? No, it's not. Find structural beam system tags. Okay, yeah, that can sit. That can sit on this wall. That's fine. What was I? Object styles. Structural. Annotations. Structural zone tags. Structural beam system tag. There we go. Let's make it a little bit thicker too. There we go. I can call this 24 inch. It is that. It does not. Oh, it did. Okay. Then Here to here to here. Uh-oh. Isn't listening. Oh, I can't, I don't have anything to dimension to here. Category turned off? Yeah, I was afraid of. Okay, that's alright. We'll make it work. Can I make this just say, man, distance? Let's see. This is the only problem with using this method for getting the drawings work this way is I don't have any references for the walls. Oh boy. Well, I'm pretty sure that that is not where I placed the edge of this. What is this? What just happened here? Oh my goodness. All of these just suddenly decided to do whatever the crap this is. I have no idea what that was. Ooh, thanks for that. That. Cocktail time. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Why is it not telling me what just happened? Tools. Weird. Well, I appreciate it. Whoever that was, follow, like, subscribe, whatever that was. Hopefully, I can keep delivering for you. I think I need. Why did I put this here? I don't need this. It's just going to sit on the wall. Like, even this is going to have header here. Oh, that's so much easier than drawing that across all of that. Yeah. Hello again, Inky from Panama. Well, this, hey, thanks a lot, Big Iron. Appreciate it. I am trying to make more stuff. I'm actually thinking about getting back into doing some Revit tutorials. Um, there's such a big space for design content. I'd love to get into that. I would feel a little under qualified to do design content, but at the same time, I feel like I never really actually did um, design content because I thought people knew that, or people thought that I was good at it. I just did it to put it out there in case it was helpful to somebody. So this is not going to work. There's stairs there. Wait, or will it work? I don't know. But yeah, I've got all of my Revit tutorials that I did back from when I was using Revit 6.1, um, sitting on my blog, and I'm thinking about just going back and making all those YouTube videos, little short tidbit videos that might be helpful to someone. So yeah, there's no stairs there. What was I thinking? So hopefully I can get those going. I know I've got the stair tutorial going. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Joshua Miller. Thanks for that subscription. Um, but yeah. So leave comments or just type in chat something you'd be interested in seeing, and I'll try to jot it down and make some tutorials for it. So appreciate you stopping by. So queso, queso. Framing layout. Why are these things doing this all of a sudden? Okay, so that's fine. Huh. Oh wait, the upstairs actually does that. Here to here, and then I need to show that guy right there. I do need to show the actual um, walls in the framing plan. So let's see what I can get to do, because I think it would be important to show that. So we're gonna do walls, and I'm gonna crank the transparency up, and we're gonna set the uh, detail level to coarse. Let's see what that does. Okay. Interesting. Oh, wait a second. No, I had it right. Surface pattern override colors. Let's go with. Let's go with. Let's go with. Let's go with. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. And then let us framing. Let's mute this a little bit as well. Goodness. Ooh, much better. Okay. Those are the only two that I had? I think so. There we go. Easy peasy. Right. Question. Can I fit the roof framing plan on the sheet also? uh, I doubt it. Oh no. What have I done? Yeah, I think. Where's my roof plan? Whoa. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be on its own sheet. View sheet. This is going to be. Man, I just realized this thing wasn't. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 6 minutes. Do I use any visualization software also? Welcome, Joshua Miller. Thanks for the subscription earlier. I use Twinmotion, but I also just use Revit. I send Revit models through Autodesk Viewer. It's probably not exactly what you're asking for, but for giving my clients an idea of what their space is going to look like, I just upload the Revit and share this with them so that they can walk around. And, typically I'll finish the roof out or the ceiling and stuff like that, but I'll send this at various phases of the project so that they can just walk around. And this is a free service. It's just viewer.autodesk.com. And I typically don't worry about materials, but you can change the settings of how you want this to look and things like that. Unfortunately, you can't save those appearance settings, so I just kind of tell people, hey, this is just rough. It's for you to be able to walk around and see what the space is going to feel like. We don't have ceilings or cabinetry in, but just get a feel for, do the rooms connect together the way you want? Does everything feel big enough? Stuff like that. And then for visualization, I use Twinmotion for producing all of my visualization. Let's see here. We've got, and it's not the best, but it gets it done really quick. And here's the thing. Most of the people that I do work with are super impressed by anything that's more than just a sketch on a napkin. So let's see here, Robbie. Oh, that's right. Also did some renderings for another project. So let's see here, construction documents, maybe? No. Design development, renderings. So this was, I think, not including the modeling, right? Because the modeling is done as part of the construction documents for me. I think this took maybe 8 to 12 hours to put together all of these renderings. So these interiors and all that, and that's through Twinmotion. Let's see here. I think I also did, let's see here, Womack. Maybe I did some renderings. I don't think these were as good. 1211. Yeah, these were just simple, here's what the remodel is going to look like kind of renderings. They weren't intended to be photorealistic. And I stylized them a little bit to take it away from the photorealistic. But they give the idea. They help you understand what it's gonna look like. And I try to get the plants as close to they have all these plants on the property right now, so I wasn't trying to hide the design or anything. That's just what it currently looks like. But we did this whole garage extension right here, adding on to it. So they wanted to see what that was going to look like front and back. And I think we did a little dress up of the front, so we can show materials, siding, trim work, stuff like that. That's through Twinmotion. And then I'll have one more that I was kind of proud of that I'll show you real quick. That was the, let's see here, I think that was actually 2020 completed projects. Bill Powers, Love Residence, renderings. So this was a bathroom renovation, and they wanted to see what it's going to look like. So open kind of wet space shower concept. They did the cabinetry as close to accurate as possible. What's the closet going to look like? So all that was, this one I spent a little bit more time on because I was new to this contractor, and I wanted to make an impression. So, but yeah, Twinmotion. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about switching to Unreal for rendering because I do offer VR walkthroughs through Unreal. I've created Unreal walkthroughs, and the original idea was I was working on a system where you could actually change the interior material build out, and when the client was done walking through, we could basically print out a bill of materials for each room based on what they selected in the VR walkthrough. And then from that, because I was getting stuff set up, I had originally thought, well, I'll just switch to Unreal for rendering, but I never really put the time in that I felt I needed to in order for it to be worth it. So I haven't really moved on with that yet. But yeah, Inkscape's a great way to do visualization and VR walkthroughs. I found that the VR walkthroughs were a little bit more limited in what I wanted to do, and since Unreal was free and it was easy to set up, I just stuck with that, especially since it gave me the freedom to make the VR walkthrough as customized as I really needed it to be. That's interesting. Do you ever have any issues getting your clients into a VR getup? So, what do you use Oculus or do you use Vive? What was this for? This was for a roof framing plan. Oh, goodness. No practice tonight. Okay. Well, Vive Pro. Yep, I've got one of the original Vive sets, and I got a wireless adapter for it, so I can use it wirelessly. Um, yeah, so I set it up, and the idea was and you can look back at some of the previous videos that I've made. You can just search for VR, and you can see some of the stuff that I've done with it. But the idea was that you get some ideas from the client. Do they want wallpaper? Do they want a certain color? Do they want smooth, like a level 5 smooth drywall finish, or do they want orange peel or something textured or something like that? And then, the idea is to give them 3 or 4 options that they're really kind of on the fence about, and then let them go through and see what those spaces look like, switching the material build outs and things like that. It's interesting. The older the client, the more reserved they are. Yeah, that's what we found too. But it turns out they're also the funniest to work with in VR, and also, yeah, they're the most fun I think to work with because their reactions are spectacular. Um, yeah, what I've found is that it takes it takes a good amount of time for people to get over the sensation of being in VR for the first time before they start to really begin to explore and understand. Okay, this is an immersive walkthrough of the space that I'm about to spend a ton of money on. But since I've been working on my own, I haven't offered VR because I don't have an office space to really do that in. So I don't. I'm assuming you have like a conference room that you can bring people into and actually put them in that set and let them walk through it. Right now, I'm just working out of the built-in enclosed patio on the back of my house, so I don't have a great space for that to happen. Um, but it'd be fantastic if could, because I like that as a service. I think it's kind of the next step in communicating design to our clients. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, yeah. The last office that I was in, I had a really nice big workspace that I could put people in. We'd slide the table out of the way, and we'd put them in front of the space, and then get them going. Surface patterns. Turn that off. Are you coming from Revit into Inkscape, I'm assuming? Roof framing plan. Huh. Is that a fact? Come here, where I mean, that's for design work and documentation, I just use the HiddenLine 3D as well. I stylize it a little bit, but um, yeah, I don't go through. I don't pay as much attention to my realistic materials as I used to before I started doing visualization outside of Revit. I used to do proper materials on everything, but now these days, like I think I did go in and update like the stucco and the brick materials on this, um, just because I needed to export some stuff for the client. Clearly, I didn't do it for the bird boxes and stuff like that, but I do change the windows so that in HiddenLine I can tell what's glazed and what's not glazed, and even in the elevations. But yeah, it's. I think people are surprised that I use Revit for residential work, but I mean, why not? There's there's so many benefits of using it. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use it. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change. I'm going to swap this up a little bit. Foundation details are now going to be 2. Framing layout for the S3. Need to update those drawings. Why did it do that? Oh, I bet that's a section of one. Yeah, that's a section of one. Okay. I'm going to delete that. We're going to make this 2 feet. think it was the second firm that I worked for. The first firm I worked for used AutoCAD. The second firm I worked for was switching from AutoCAD to Revit. And when I say switched, I mean the principal came in one day and said, "Hey, I want you to install this software, and I want you to spend the next week um, learning it and figuring out how we can use it in our workflow." And dropped a copy of Revit 5 on my desk, and never looked back. Wow. Absolutely, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. YouTube might stop you, but I'm not going to stop you. So, I think part of the issue here. 13 feet. What happened? Oh, that's the bigger one. I was like, holy cow. Yeah, that's where I was for a while. Um, that is how I stayed relevant in architecture while I was working on getting my license. You mind if I? Is it something that I can share on the stream? I'll pull it up and watch it. Did you hear it? It didn't come through on my end. Hold on a second. Let me see if. I don't see a link. I don't know if you posted it and it didn't let you post it or what, but I don't see a link in chat. He's just teasing us. All right, time to get this done. I gotta stop procrastinating on this. This is the big thing that needs to get done, are these details. Structural foundation. Smear cut patterns invisible. Cut lines. Let's make it like a 10. Interesting. What is that doing there? I guess that makes sense. Oh. Oh. Like these walls are not showing up for me. Man, you've got me waiting with bated breath on the video. I don't know if you sent the link or not. It doesn't look like it came through though. Oof. There we go. uh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I disabled links. Unsure. I'd have to look and see. Moderators, participants. Yeah, I'm not sure right now. Okay, forms and accessories. Okay, accessories. Actually, why is it not under? I could have sworn that the rebar details that came with Revit were under concrete. I don't know that there's a filter on Twitch. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really keep track of that. Architect, Architect. It's the number 4. Number 5. 1, 2. Yeah, ready. All right, I'll be there in a second. Oh, that's right, architecture. But I was just informed that dinner is ready, so I'm going to be taking care of that. And yeah, 3 to 8, 9 to 11. There it is. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Nordas. Oh, that's music. That's nice. Got some solar study. Remember, I don't think I have. I don't think I have any like production videos. Should I give it a like? That was a different house. Did you do all these? This is just a demo reel. I think the only video that I've really done um, is a was in Lumion actually. So I was using Lumion before I was using Twinmotion, and I switched over to Twinmotion because I got a free copy, and free is better than what's Lumion now, like $1,800 for a license of Lumion. I had a license of Lumion, but I sold it to my business partner, my last business partner. These look like houses that I've worked on up in the Northeast region. Lumion's pretty good. I had some real issues with it um, when I was using it because it tended to just drop my materials. Like there's a couple of there's actually some videos here on my channel where I'm just working on a rendering in Lumion and it saves or I re-import and then all my materials are gone. And I don't mean like I had to reapply the materials. I mean the material work that I had done, the entire material library was gone. I tried real time in Twinmotion and Lumion both, and I just didn't. Man, I don't know. I've got a big problem with clients expecting to see real time updates. So I can see the benefit if you're in a team environment and one person's working in the rendering while someone else is working in the model. But I don't have that set up here, so it's not as beneficial for me. That was nice. I've got some M83 going on in the background, and your reel goes really well with that music. Like the edit points are almost in beat with the music. That was pretty funny. So let's see here. I think yeah. Before I do that though, they can wait. I'm going to see if I can find documents things. What would that be under? 2015 delineations, living architecture, St. Mary's. Wow, did I get that lucky? Yeah, bud. Absolutely. I did a video for this project. I also put these boards together. Well, if there's any renderings in this set or not. So that was out of Revit. That was out of Revit. My kids. Oh, there it is. Fly through production final. Hmm. I think this might just be one clip from it. I don't think it's the actual. 3 minutes long. But they wanted to see what the approach would look like, if the stained glass would actually even be worth putting up. So I love it when you can do a visualization like this, and all of a sudden the client's like, that 80 grand we're going to use on that stained glass window, um, maybe not that great if we put a roof right in front of it. I had a little too much focus blur on this. That's okay though. This was what, 2017, 2015. So this is almost 8 years old. But that's okay though, because first of all, they're going to pay you for it, and second, I mean, it proves the value of visualizations like this because it was a light crowd at church that day. Um, you've been trying to sell your clients on the value of 3D modeling and all that, and then you have a moment like that where all of a sudden, the elevations don't show it because the elevations are meant for building that elevation, not necessarily for um, showing what it's. I mean, showing what it's going to look like from the parking lot, and that's really what you're trying to get is a aesthetic feel. I don't think I ever realized it looked like the chairs were crawling back there. Maybe it's the shadow from the trees and the wind. I bet that's what it was. And then I actually did a video, man, it must have been almost 15, 16 years ago, uh, for another project. I did that in Maya, actually. And that was fun. Anyways, appreciate you sharing that clip. It was nice work. So, anyway, I am going to go eat dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you all keeping me company while I work. And I'll probably be back later on tonight because I got to get this done. So I'll be back then. Until then, have a good one and take care.